clean, safe surroundings. Let us care for you. Extra Foods, always extra for less.
Mitsu Air Limited, authorized Mitsubishi air conditioning dealer. No need to replace your air conditioning units ever so often. Split units, cassette, ductable, CTVIF systems, and much more. Mitsubishi Electric has long been powering industries and providing solutions for healthy living. Mitsu Air Limited boasts the industry's first 10-year warranty on all parts and labor. Inverter units are also available. Don't hear it, just feel it. Mitsu Air Limited, 246 Eastern Main Road, Barataria. Give us a call at 674-4000 or 675-4000 or email us at mitsu.limited@gmail.com.
Runix Heavy Duty 89 Series. High efficiency, brushless 20-volt motor. All-in-one professional angle grinder kit. Runix brushless angle grinder.
Welcome to the home of Cure Oxygen Spring Water. A breathtaking 1,000 feet above sea level, where the elements collide. In an area of outstanding natural beauty. This land, our land, embodies nature, and our methods respect it. We use clean energy, solar, hydro, wind, to bring you the cleanest water. Every drop, sustainably sourced from pristine Cornish farmland. From the raw beauty of rainfall to our state-of-the-art bottling facility, situated on an ancient underground lake. We're reminded of the timeless power of pure water. But it doesn't stop here. The secret of Cure lies in the pure oxygen we so carefully infuse. To breathe life into every bottle of Cure water, without chemicals or additives. Cure pushes the boundaries of what water can do, uniting life's most essential ingredients. Water and oxygen. The next generation of hydration. Cure Oxygen, nature's ultimate water.
Assalamu alaikum and good evening and welcome to Breaking Barriers here on IBN Channel 8. Of course, it's a Wednesday evening and it's a pleasure being in your company. And remember, this program is aired on a Wednesday from 8 p.m. until thereabouts. Of course, this is just a reminder that we were planning to have this thing. We were planning to have what do you call it again? A camp. We were planning to do a camp in February for the carnival period, but because of the viral outbreak that is all over the country, and because so-called COVID is out again, what happened is that we are waiting, confirmation on if we should or if we shouldn't, etc., etc. So in the meantime, what we're going to do is that we're going to play it by ear. And of course, thank you very much. The Let me just hail out Omar, the man himself from Bamboo. Long time I see about Omar. All the best. Omar is in the studio here. You know, I walked in and I didn't have my sip of pure water. So I'm going to do that before I kick in, right? Like I tell you, if you don't drink this every day, right, something is wrong. This is like a shield for your body. It's like a shield, right? So let's, of course, welcome our good friend Style Expression to this segment. And, of course, Style Expression is where you get all, you know, all different shapes, all the different designs, and, in fact, all different styles of tiles. And not only that, they have the widest selection. And if you're building a mall or putting up a 10-story building and you need tiles, believe me, they have the quantity for you. You don't have to go anywhere else to buy. You can contact them and they will fix you up, all right? Now, let me just do a little ad here for our good friends at Takaful. Takaful will be hosting, you know, their dinner. And, of course, we have that, if you could just, right, there we go. Their 25th anniversary dinner at the TML Islamic Educational Center in St. Joseph. And I must, you know, commend them. The prices are still very reasonable. It's $150 for adults, $75 for children, and of course, it's their 25th anniversary. So all the best to Takaful from all of us here at IBN. And of course, for those of you who can support it, please do, because they are one of the organizations that really, they do a lot for the various communities. And of course, for those people who need various things within the community, they also put things in here. So, of course, we look forward to your support. I want to start off with, first off, let me know, Saif, and of course, Justin, one of our team players here is not well, and of course, we wish him all the best, and I would like to thank Omar from Bamboo for stepping in on controls on short notice so that we could keep the program running. Let me know when you get that video up with the robbery. There was a robbery this afternoon. In fact, I don't know if it's this afternoon or earlier today, at Arangwes, in Arangwes actually. And I want you to take a look at it because as usual, you know, when you see or hear about these things, we just brush it off. We don't take it on again. It's like we have become numb. But you see, I keep telling people, and I keep repeating it ad nauseum, that we in this country, we have become so ridiculously numb. All right, so Justin, here what we will do. We will take that afterwards because that is a big spread. Let's start off with, on Sunday, I hosted, the Palestine, the Gathering for Palestine, you know, where people get together. And of course, people attended. But, you know, I am so disappointed. I mean, the attendance was good, but it could have been better. But I am so disappointed because, you know what is sad, but you know what is embarrassing? We had an international scholar come down here. We had people having modeling and all kind of drama. And thousands of people showed up to that. Thousands of people showed up to watch a man talk who we could see on YouTube, who we could see on IBN, who we could see all over the world. And we rushed to see that. But children are being murdered. Children are being slaughtered. Pregnant women are being, you know, they are being chopped up to pieces and bits. Buildings are falling on children. Children who are now born in incubators are dying for lack of oxygen. And we, I mean all you, telling me that all you couldn't take time out of all your schedule to come down there to at least make a standby. And you know, this is a level of hypocrisy. And tonight, I'm going to say a few things which I will have no regrets. Because sometimes they say something you have regrets. Tonight, I'm going to say something. And you know, many people have asked me, but Inchon, how come you don't have that long beard? And how come you don't wear on the long jubba? Simply because my religion has taught me that I don't have to wear on those things to be a Muslim. I don't have to have a long beard. Yes, it is preferable. It is preferable for you to have a beard. But this is what I feel comfortable with. But I also feel more comfortable with allowing my religion to live in my heart rather than my lips. And this is why I say there's so much hypocrisy, because we have 200 mosques in this country. And you telling me that we could not even see 10 imams there? You telling me that it was so hard for these imams to come out of their comfort zone and to come there, that it was so difficult, and then all you're going to stand up on a member and tell us what we must do and what we must not do? Big man, I will say it as it is. That is hypocrisy. That is the height of being a hypocrite. But not only that, you see, we have institutions that educate people and tell them that you must be the best. You will come out as a scholar, as a hafiz, as a mufti, as a maulana, but you come out of there and you have no substance. In other words, you come out of these teaching institutions and your heart is black like tar, because when it comes to these things, which is supposed to be first priority for you, the care for humanity is supposed to be one of the first priorities for you. You decided that no, you're not going to come out. That you're going somewhere for 40 days or 20 days and you're leaving your damn family home. That is your priority. Boy, I honestly don't know. May God forgive me if I'm wrong. But boy, oh God, it is the height of being a hypocrite. It is the height, because when you see a wrong is being committed, you have 3 steps to take. 1, physically try to stop it, which we cannot do. 2, you speak out against it, which is what we have been doing. Or 3, you hate it in your heart, which is the laziest for people and which people find most comforting. I mean, what going on with all you? All you're not seeing all these children being murdered, boy? All you're not seeing children being pulled out in parts? All you're not seeing children bleeding from the nose, ears, and every orifice? All you're not seeing that? All you're not seeing fathers crying every single day for their wives and their children? All you're not seeing that? All you're not seeing, you know, when you look at the tears of these people, that not affecting all you? If that not affecting all you, something is wrong with all your belief system. Something is wrong. And as I said before, I call it capital H. It is a sign of hypocrisy, and all you need to check on yourself. All you seriously need to check on yourself. Because I have been to every event. I don't care who call it. I do not care who call. I do not care who call for us to gather. I will go. It does not matter. And Imtiaz Mohammed from IMG, I want to commend you tonight, because you are one of the few people who actually have the testicular fortitude, you and Manwar and others and Imam Talib, who actually walk the talk while everybody else shut up in their home and doing nothing uncomfortable. It is an indictment on every Muslim in this country who sit down on their backside and do not get up. It is a shame. It is really a shame. Because if something this bad is happening, I guess the most convenient thing for you and the easiest thing for you is to send some money, because you don't have to get up and do it. You just sit on your phone and you send it. When are we going to wake up? When are we going to wake up to understand the seriousness of what is taking place? I always tell people, when I assisted India, I did not care if it was Hindus I was assisting. It was humans. When I assisted Somalia, I did not care if it was Africans. We sent $7 million. When I assisted Haiti, people tell me we're sending money there for they just do voodoo. These people need food. And I sent it there. When I took a private plane with Asim and with others and we went to Dominica, we did not care it was Catholics there. It did not matter to us. And this is what I keep saying. To me, it is an embarrassment and it is an indictment that Muslims like myself could go out there and do so much for people of the other faith. But when it comes to people of my faith suffering, my own community sleeping, my own community like they have dropsy, my own community like they have all of a sudden now become hypocrites because you cannot even stand up. For what? What are you afraid of? The U.S. is not going to take away your visa. How much people protesting in the U.S.? You see them get pelted out of a different country? The U.S. understands that there are 2 sides, and at the end of the day, there are sides you will take, and that is your personal right. I have been very vocal. And I've said it before, at the end of the day, whatever happens, happens. But when are we going to wake up? When are we going to wake up? The other day, I passed him by, pull back the other slide, guys. I'm just spending a few minutes on this. Let me just thank our good friend Neil Schultz, where you get all your European parts, for sponsoring this segment. You can give them a call if you have a BMW, Mercedes, Benz, Jaguar, Volvo, you name it. Give them a buzz. And let's move on to now. AHA, Berberine. And remember what I told you before. This brand is the only brand to look for because there are many imitators when it comes to Berberine. You know, when you bring a product in Trinidad, like for example, oxygen water, it have people who will want to ride the train, right? Berberine, the only brand to look for is AHA. And remember, this will help you control your diabetes. Make sure and get the original AHA. Right, so going again. You know what is sad? I was passing by McDonald's in Grand Bazaar. And the whole line by McDonald's, the whole place was empty. When I was pulling off, and in fact I did a video. I did a video before. And when I was pulling out and my wife and I were leaving, to the right of us, a vehicle pulled to the right. I'm pulling the line by McDonald's. And it is someone that I know from the Muslim community. And I said to myself, you know, could we get the slides with McDonald's and Starbucks and etc.? McDonald's International, McDonald's in Israel, they were feeding the IDF soldiers who were murdering children, murdering women, and they were being fed by McDonald's. They were being fed by McDonald's. And for those of you who find comfort in going there, that is another sign of hypocrisy. And to those of you within the non-Muslim community who find comfort in going there and buying a burger, because that money is going to the international chain whether you like it or not. And I've always said, it's either you stand for something or you fall for everything. And it is a shame again that people will put a piece of fried chicken over the life of a child or a burger over the life of a child. How the hell can you support an organization that feeding the army, that murdering children? Something had to be wrong with you. You had to be sick in your head. You had to have no shame. It have other options. It have so many other options for chicken. In Trinidad, we don't have no shortage for chicken. If you want to go for a good burger, go Brilliant. At least you know when the burger was manufactured. When you put that McDonald's burger in your mouth, when was that burger manufactured? But yet it is you're feeding up your children with that stupidness. That is how dotish you are. But not only that. Let me go to Starbucks now. Starbucks Trinidad prices increase up to 10%. And people saying, but Starbucks never said they support Israel. But here what's happening. One of the most significant aspects of Starbucks' potential support for Israel lies in the largest private shareholder. Howard Schultz, one of the largest private shareholders, is known for his staunch support of Zionism. And he's a shareholder. So when you spend money by Starbucks, he's one of the persons that is benefiting. But again, we like to go and sit down and have that Starbucks cup in we hand and feel that we are richer and better than all the people passing by. Somehow, it gives us power. It makes us feel better when we bite into that dry croissant with a little bit of Nutella in it. Or that drink that we get. And when you get a drink, you get 75% ice, but you're so stupid, you sit down and you take it. Or you get a little cup of coffee and you spend your $30 and $40. And let me tell you something that you may not know. A Starbucks drink does not cost more than $6 or $7. And that includes the cup, advertising, the straw, and all the ingredients. I could guarantee that. I'm in the food business, so I could tell you a Starbucks drinks, those we call it dragon fruit and all that drama, it does not cost more than $7 to make. But yet it is. You paying how much for that? $30, $40 for it now. And you paying that, but you're comfortable. But you will come to my place and you will get a 6.5 ounce burger for $45. Hey, how come that burger is so expensive? But you will go to McDonald's and get a 2 ounce patty and pay more and shut your mouth. This is how stupid we are. And this is what we encourage. My wife, my children, all of us. I have made it clear, I don't want nobody going Superfarm. I don't want nobody going Starbucks. I don't want nobody going by McDonald's. Because at the end of the day, if you have to stand for something, especially for this, for the sake of those little children who are being murdered, who are being massacred. And I have one of the widest viewerships in Trinidad and Tobago. And I'm appealing to all those people who are viewing right now. Take your children somewhere else to buy food. Take your wives and your husbands somewhere else to take a coffee, to take a this, to take a frappuccino, macchiato, whatever you call it. At the end of the day, wherever you go, go somewhere else where the benefits reach down to you and I and to the people who really need it. So from tomorrow, make a promise. Tell McDonald's, go to hell. Tell Starbucks, go to hell. Tell them that and don't be afraid. Or unless you're addicted, unless you want to continue being a big sawati and supporting the dotitionists, well, that is up to you. That was my piece on what is taking place, because it burns me and it pains me. Right? Because we at IBN, we have been showing these things. We have been doing almost everything. I mean, look, the other day we went on a walk to San Fernando with Maulana Atif and others. And I must commend Maulana Atif and his Jamaat. He is one of the proactive. You know what is the sad thing? The big Maulanas and them. Right? Who telling you everything is halal and haram what you're eating? Right? Because they get finance some organizations now. They ain't organizing nothing for them, you know. They ain't outside, they walking, you know. They ain't going outside and walking, you know. That is hot sun. Them don't do that. Them don't do that. They will never do that. That is hot sun. They can't find themselves outside there. But yet it is you must do it. But their Jamaat and their people, they cannot do it. And that's what I'm saying. Hypocrisy to the highest. And it is shameless that these fellas will come and tell you and I know what to do. But not me. Not me. They can't come and tell me what to do. For years, they know that they can't tell me what to do. Take a look at this video. Take a look at this video. The influence.
Guys, we're moving Gaza right.
How he's celebrating this sick, demented, diseased mind. This is how he's celebrating. He is eating a popsicle and he is with the IDF soldiers while they are shooting children. Take a look at this.
Guys, we're moving Gaza right now. I'm trying to eat my popsicle. This is crazy! This is not normal what's going on! But guys, we are gonna win!
For being a part of the celebration for the murder of children and the murder of women. And I have always said this TV station, we have raised millions for people in the Hindu community, Christian community, and Catholic community across the board. But it is also a station that stands for my community when that time comes. Because at the end of the day, I serve no purpose being here if I do not do what is right. And you know what is interesting? People calling Netanyahu. Let me tell you something. It takes a special sick mind in a government to support what Netanyahu doing. But not only that, it takes a mind that is even more special to look at a child and shoot that child brains out. It takes a special sick mind to press a button for a rocket to go up, a missile to go up, and to be launched on an orphanage or a hospital. It takes a special sick mind. So not only the Prime Minister of Israel is sick in his mind, the people who follow him, the army, the women, the men, everybody who follow him, also sick in their mind. Because how could you kill innocent children right? And celebrate because you're saying that these children will grow up to be terrorists. You are actually manufacturing terrorists. By doing what you're doing, you are making people into terrorists, you stupid idiot. I really don't know where we are going, but it is a shame and indictment. And you know, I look at my own country and I look at the Muslims here and how lackadaisical, careless, and don't give a damn we are in this country. But you know, when I look worldwide, the Arabs don't give a damn, the Turkish don't give a damn, Egypt don't give a damn. Nobody. These children be murdered every day and everybody else don't give a damn. While the Muslim community sleeps, they're in a coma. And we just relax and it doesn't bother us. And yet it is, when you look at London, hundreds of thousands protesting, and the vast majority of them are non-Muslims. When you look at Germany, vast majority non-Muslims. When you look at the US, vast majority non-Muslims. And like I said, it is almost as if a disease has taken over the heart. Look, I get an invitation for something. I think Mount Hope Islamic Society having a dinner, right? And we got a letter for donation, which I always support them. But when did Mount Hope Islamic Society plan something for Gaza? Did they sit down and did they plan anything for Gaza? A march, a sit-in, a placard, anything? But to raise money, to go and get money, to do dotishness for God knows what, all you could go out and ask for donation. But to stand up for something, all you cannot do it. Come now, man, all you wake up now, what are you doing? All you have dropsy or something or what? Something had to be wrong. Where something as serious as this, all you ain't do nothing, as far as I'm aware. All you ain't do nothing. But something like dinner, all you quick to go out there and have a dinner. For what? What are we going out to have a dinner for? To celebrate what? While this is happening, something had to be wrong. Something had to be wrong. Let me just welcome Automax Chrome and Metal Polish, which is distributed by Ali Motospheres Hardware Supplies Limited. Now, this product, you could use this on stainless steel, by the way, or anything that shines. If you have a husband who have a bald head, don't use it on them, please, because this cannot be used on that type of shine. Right? You can give them a call for wholesale and retail, in fact, wholesale inquiries, or if you have a business and you would like to carry their products, give them a call. Let's go again to the other slide, guys. You know, I want to take you back to one thing. And you know what I want you to line up, guys? I want you to line up the video with the guard boot and bamboo, with what Kamala said. Play that. Run that video for me.
The future of Bamboo No. 2's recently erected guard booth is on shaky ground as members of the community now seek approval from the corporation after it's already been built. But according to opposition leader Kamla Persad-Bissessar, had community members taken a different approach, this structure aimed at providing additional security would have a more solid foundation.
We are not in the wild, wild west. You're not on the frontier that you just decide you want to put up a booth. You have to do it in accordance with the law. You must follow the law and you will get through.
During the UNC's Monday night's cottage meeting in St. Joseph,
according to Kamala, if you had done everything according to the law, you will get through. Kamala, how about your same ministers? The one who I caught on an audio tape. Yeah, we're getting real technical now. Who say it had one contractor that gave him $500,000 and the contractor and he nearly beat one another by the Debe market. How about your member of parliament? How about your member of parliament who was accused of human trafficking and now he's an MP and the allegation of human trafficking? You forget, Kamala, that my niece was your right hand inside. So I want you to answer the question, Kamala. Answer this question tonight. How many members of parliament received funding for elections and duffel bags of money was given to them? Answer that. You see, when it comes to certain things, and by the way, you know, I have audio. You, Kamla Persad-Bissessar, know I have audio. Tell me a lie now. I dare you. Tell me a lie. Right? So, one of the things I want to tell this woman, she talking about, let me pull back this slide again. Let me pull it back one more time. A state of emergency can at least buy the population some time by easing the crisis, the crime crisis, until the Keith Rowley-led government is removed at the next election. You see what her priority is? Her priority is not to reduce crime permanently, or not to do something that makes sense. Her priority is to remove Keith Rowley as Prime Minister, which plenty of us want, the majority of us want, right? We can't say all, because there are real stupid people who support Keith outside there. Some of them have real book sense, and I don't know how they could still be so dotish. But the fact is that you have people outside there whose only concern is to get rid because they could put themselves in power. I have said time and time again that this opposition is the weakest, it is the most crooked, it is the most incapable, it is the most donciest, dotishest ever opposition in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. And half of them is con men inside it. And those who are not con men, there is part of LGBTQRSTUVWXYZ, which I will always say I will never support because my religious position is clear. But it have the same Muslims who will support that, but wouldn't find themselves at a gathering to support the children of Palestine. Because you see, Kamlan politics trumps religious belief. So the reality of it is that when you look at what is taking place with the politician Kamla hosting a crime symposium. For what? You were the one that put Reshmi there. Or remember that? Guys, I think we have a slide on that. With Reshmi Ramnarayan. Right? Or you remember she? The woman who played a pivotal role in nominating an intelligence transcriber and her very junior subordinate to the top post of a domestic spy agency, Deputy Director of the Strategic Services Agency, Julie Brown, failed to conduct the prerequisite high-level security clearance vetting of controversial candidate Reshmi Usha Ramnarayan, who resigned 9 days after her January 14th appointment. The security, and tell Kamla, talk about this. Right? Let's run through this slide, guys. Let's run through these slides. Because at the end of the day, as I said before, these things are things which the public is aware. You could talk about Color Me Orange. You could talk about Color Me Green. You could talk about Kamla's government was one of those that was feeding criminals contracts to keep them hush-hush under that government. So when she talking about we need to have SOE for crime, you and Rowley are in the same boat. It's no different. And I believe we, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, because we love and care about two of you, I believe that we should buy a cardboard submarine and give two of you a tour of the Titanic. Because I believe all you need to go on a little holiday. Because quite frankly, when it comes to the nonsense, and by the way, Johnny Abraham, he ain't that bad. But let me give you an example. Johnny Abraham, where were you when Robocop was controlling things? When Robocop was controlling things, where the hell were you? Not only that, I remember having to call Johnny Abraham to tell him to get his bloody, and I'll give you the example. We were there at Baraka Grounds when we had now gotten the land. Yes, the land that the government gave us. Not Kamla. The government at the time gave us for all these stupid illiterate people. And when we were there clearing it off, a man who is a licensed gun distributor and gunman, he have his own range running. He pulled up with an attorney to stop the work taking place, saying that the land we are claiming belongs to them. I say, where are your documents? When I reach out, and by the way, they shop with 4 police from Central. I say, where are your documents? They don't have none, it's pending. I say, well, let it keep on pending. Get out of the property from me, please. I contacted Johnny Abraham and I told him, your officers are here threatening and intimidating. Get them out of here. So let me tell Johnny Abraham something. You did well during your tenure, but partner, you wasn't perfect because there were conmen in Central running things during that time. Under your watch, there were officers coming and trying to intimidate me. So don't come and make it look like everything was squeaky clean. It was not. And if you go back, and by the way, I was reading a media report where, and I stand corrected, by the way, with Johnny Abraham's nephew or son or something, some family member was charged. And that was when he was there at Central, right? I would have to bring back up the story. I think his name is Justin Abraham or something like that. I would have to check the newspaper and check the article to verify and validate. But all these things, when you see the people talking now, right? When you see these people talking now, these are the same people that sat there and gave contracts to 36-year-old fellas. And these fellas knew nothing about paving. Why do you think 90% of the roads in this country destroyed right now? Because almost every road paved under Kamala has fallen apart because she gave a set of crook and conmen to do paving. And this is what I'm saying. She cannot. The UNC needs to choose a new leader because this leader is going to cause the same thing to happen, but they're going to fall down flat earlier. Especially with the present members of parliament that she has around her. A bunch of failures. And not only that, all you remember, her constituency, in fact, her corporation, and someone was charged for one of the corporations in her constituency. How come we don't hear about those things? And again, I could repeat ad nauseum all the things taking place, but I need to take a break. Let me just welcome our good friends, Mitsui Air Limited. And remember, Mitsui Air Limited, they're the agents for Mitsubishi Electric Cooling and Heating. You get a 10-year warranty on every single unit from them. 10 years, my friend. Not this 1 year and 2 year thing that other people giving you. 10 years you get. And this is on parts and labor. Unprecedented. If you're putting up a commercial building, this is the company to contact. If you're doing a residential apartments, this is the company to contact because you don't want headache 1 week after. All right, so give them a call, 674-4000 and 675-4000. We're going for our first break, and when we come back, we'll continue right here on Breaking Barriers. Just a reminder as well that, anyway, we'll talk about that after I come back. We'll be back right after this.
I'm Brian. I've been welding for more than 25 years. It's a rough job, so I need tools that last long and work efficiently. The most important tool that I use every day is a welding machine. A good one, in my experience, must last at least, let's say, 4 to 5 years without breaking down or losing efficiency. I've been using a Ronix welding machine for about 4 years now, and it's been a really good companion.
Ronix Premium Quality. Ronix Heavy Duty 89 Series. High efficiency, brushless 20-volt motor. All-in-one professional angle grinder kit. Ronix brushless angle grinder.
Welcome to the home of Cure Oxygen Spring Water. A breathtaking 1,000 feet above sea level, where the elements collide. In an area of outstanding natural beauty. This land, our land, embodies nature, and our methods respect it. We use clean energy, solar, hydro, wind, to bring you the cleanest water. Every drop, sustainably sourced from pristine Cornish farmland. From the raw beauty of rainfall to our state-of-the-art bottling facility, situated on an ancient underground lake. We're reminded of the timeless power of pure water. But it doesn't stop here. The secret of Cure lies in the pure oxygen we so carefully infuse. To breathe life into every bottle of Cure water, without chemicals or additives. Cure pushes the boundaries of what water can do. uniting life's most essential ingredients: water and oxygen. The next generation of hydration. Pure Oxygen, nature's ultimate water.
Introducing Berberine Plus by Aja Nutrition, a unique combination of all-natural super supplements berberine, bitter melon, and barnaba leaf. Berberine Plus is clinically proven to provide diabetic support by decreasing insulin resistance, making the blood sugar-lowering hormone insulin more effective, increasing glycolysis, helping the body break down sugars inside cells, decreasing sugar production in the liver, slowing the breakdown of carbohydrates in the gut. Available in TNT pharmacies nationwide.
Mitsu Air Limited, authorized Mitsubishi air conditioning dealer. No need to replace your air conditioning units ever so often. Split units, cassette, ductable, CTVRF systems, and much more. Mitsubishi Electric has long been powering industries and providing solutions for healthy living. Mitsu Air Limited boasts the industry's first 10-year warranty on all parts and labor. Inverter units are also available. Don't hear it, just feel it. Mitsu Air Limited, 246 Eastern Main Road, Barataria. Give us a call at 674-4000 or 675-4000 or email us at mitsu.limited@gmail.com.
You know, somebody now sent something to me, and I don't have to laugh or cry because it is so stupid, it is so illiterate, it is so dotish, it is so... But here what's happening, the kind of so I want to use to describe this, right? Let me know when you have, Si, if you have that slide ready. If you have it ready, pop it up for me one time. There we go. Minister urges, and check the date on this, right? January 16th, right? 2024, that was yesterday, right? Minister urges vigilance, sites launch for jobs. Who going and take that job? And I warning all you see how much people have myocarditis and how many people died of heart attack, how many people died of stroke, some taking them job on them. All you do not go and take that dotation summer, please. Do not only that, all you might be getting expired jobs. Stay away from those things summer. But what is even more interesting is that this clown, this man telling us to hear what happened, to be vigilant. COVID coming out in costume. So you had to stay away from that ban. This is how stupid they are. In the midst of so-called COVID, we hosting carnival. In the midst of COVID, so-called COVID, we are hosting soca chutney. And I said it today, that if you take a toilet and you keep flushing it, that is better than the most of the chutney songs outside there. That is the type of rubbish. And what's happening? $2 million in prizes. $2 million in prizes. And you know what shocks me? Because we will do a breakdown. If the state is paying, we will do a breakdown. Because right now, Rowley and the PNM trying to suck Indian in. Because you see they're fixing road in Indian area that never fixed before. They're fixing it because elections coming up next year. So this year is give we everything. The hospital gonna be nice. You know what I mean? All you going to wait 3 years for MRI. Or you'll get MRI in 24 hours because all of us sudden elections coming up now, everything going to fix. As soon as elections done, they will kick all in or let tail again. This COVID thing, right? At the end of the day, I am telling you all as it is. There's a video from Barbados and an audio tape from Barbados. And the gentleman has always been on par with these things. Here what happening now. Take all the necessary precautions. All you're sick, go to a doctor. All you ain't feeling well, go to a doctor. I am not a doctor, so I'm not going to tell you what to do. But what I could tell you from my own experience and seeing people die like flies, seeing sports personalities fall down, seeing influencers fall down after they take 2 and 3 jabs, do not take that poison in your system for me, please. Tell them, go to hell when they come or if they demand. And I want to see the companies telling people that they're not hiring them or they're not employing them if they don't get a job. I will personally deal with them companies and them. Let me just welcome our good friends Bill Tillas to this segment. And remember, Bill Tillas, They're a hardware and they're also roof manufacturers, meaning that when it comes to alu sheet, when it comes to Z-purlin, C-purlin, everything that you need to build your roof, they could supply you. So if you are a contractor, give them a call. And plus, you know, they have free roll forming, meaning that the truck will come with the rolls and they will roll whatever it is you want for your roof. Give them a call, right? They're located right there in St. Mary's Junction. Call them on 299-4079. That's 299-4079. And of course, you're getting 26 gauge polyester for $11.95 a foot. 26 gauge PVDF, $16.95 a foot. And the choice of colors, chocolate brown and gunmetal gray. All right, so give them a buzz. Let's go again, guys. Remember Kamala said that she wanted a SOE? Gary is saying declaring a state of emergency should be the last resort to fight crime in this country. And I agree with him 100%. Because we are going to have a state of emergency. What is that going to do to business? That is going to destroy, and already in this country, you have what was created by the PNM, the clique of businesses. For example, the used car industry that Basdeo Pandey built and was continued by most governments is being destroyed by the PNM, because you see the PNM is beholden to the new car dealers. The new car dealers and them, they get millions of dollars in foreign exchange, whereas people like myself, people don't know, may not know this. Under the used car regulations, I was one of those that helped write the regulations for the used car industry. And I can't even get money to bring in 2 foreign used cars, but other people buying through black market and getting. And by the way, the Integrity Commission did an investigation and they didn't find anything. But under this new head, we're going to file again, because at the end of the day, I didn't trust what was going on in the Integrity Commission before, and we're going to keep pushing them, because quite frankly, here what's happening. We can't back down so easy. So when you look at what this administration has done in terms of stifling businesses, in terms of destroying businesses, it is nothing new. If you have a business that relies on foreign exchange, by the grace of God, is the only way you'll get through. Because the banks have literally cut off your throat. The banks have cut your credit card spending in half. But yet it is the big people outside there. They have not cut the amount of money Toyota getting, the amount of money that Massey getting, the amount of money that Lifestyle Motors getting. What it is Lifestyle Motors, the owner of Lifestyle Motor, what it is he does earn to bring in foreign exchange in this country. I'm asking a question. What it is he does earn? And how much money does he get to bring in Porsche, to bring in Jeep, to bring in Chevrolet, to bring in, well, Chevrolet is a rubbish brand. That and a rubbish truck is the same thing. It's similar to Suzuki. Those are 2 vehicles that I will never buy, right? At the end of the day, where them getting foreign exchange from? And yet it is you with your little store, and you need to spend $1,000, $2,000 US a month. You can't get that because you're a dog. But you see, in Trinidad, we continue to accept that. Let me just welcome Kyo to this segment. And remember, this water helps people who had strokes, heart attacks, people who have breathing problems, people who have COPD, right? Chronic obstructive pulmonary disorder, right? People who using CPAP machines, BiPAP machines, drink Kyo every day and every night. For those people who are healing from surgery, for children who are in school and you need a little pep me up, call them and they will deliver free to your door. 375-1100, 299-6263, or call me if you're not getting through. Remember, SM Jaleel and Company Limited, right? SM Jaleel would be the official drink for Ramadan 2024. All right, so let's go again, guys. Oh, God. Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. Help me. You know, every time I look and I see that this man is the Minister of National Security, I just get more sick. I just feel more queasy. I just feel to vomit, because this man is one of the most incompetent ministers we have ever had in this country. And yet it is, they want to find solutions to crime. We have a person who is a failure at being commissioner. And we want to know why it has so much crime. Criminals ain't afraid. When Philbert was here, when Philbert talked, the earth used to shake because Philbert used to command respect. Now it is, you have officers, where you call the station for? You know where the station is? You can't reach it by yourself. And you call the next one to give information, and you end up buffing them up. Right? Look, the other day, a friend of mine told me that they provided some information to Alexander. And what happened is that Alexander arranged for a team within 7 minutes to go up Mova and retrieve a stolen vehicle. Right? Within 7 minutes, you know, man. You feel it easy? And there are officers who actually do, and I commend the officers who went down there and did that. Because, again, you don't see that often. You see, everybody knows, and I have seen one or two of them. There are many con men wearing on khaki. And we know a few. One of them lent a Spanish prostitute, he won. Right? Or so they say. It is alleged that she was a prostitute, she was a what? I don't know. Right? That is what they say. But at the end of the day, I have no proof of that. But quite frankly, imagine a woman, a Venezuelan woman, God knows if she was legal or not, had on a senior khaki uniform and nothing become of that. That was just thrown out. And that senior officer charging people. The next one, he before the police complaints authority for theft. And criminal charges should be laid. And up to now, nothing has been done by Ola. Ola blind and dotish to that. She don't see that. But yet it is that same man going out there and charging people, the same conman and crook. And so many other seniors in uniform. And this is what they do. And I'll expect us, the people who know, to have faith in the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. This police service in Trinidad and Tobago is full of crooks and conmen in many areas. And not only that, it's similar to the Coast Guard. The Coast Guard itself is one of the most corrupt institutions in this country. As I stated last week, you catch 4 people on a boat, but you catch the man who captain in the boat. You know the name of the boat, nothing. Right? And boats flying, boats going every single day, day and night, boat running people. And the Coast Guard, senior people in Coast Guard, paid to close their eyes and they're benefiting. What the government have to do through the FIU is look at the lifestyle of some of these Coast Guard officers. Watch and you will see they're going to work with a B13, but the car that they have home parked up is a BMW or a Mercedes, and they use that during the weekend wherever they have to go. Well, I'll go tell you. That is how we like it. Let's go again, guys. This is what took place in Arangways, and I want to show that video. Let's run that video, guys. What? You get it? And we There was a time when the people in Arangways had testicular fortitude. But now, you only have like 5 to 10 people with testicular fortitude in Arangways. You have men like Moody and others who are willing to walk the talk. But Arangways now has turned into a bunch of cowards. People, let me tell you something, Arangways locked down the place. And this is here what happening, eh? Like I tell you, the day somebody come and rob anybody in Bamboo, I am going by Kamala House and stand up outside. Because it is because of your dotishness. You're talking about the guard boot was illegal? Talk about all the illegal things that took place in your government. When you were in power. And like I tell you, don't try me. Don't try me, because here what happening, Dread. I am quite capable of bringing out everything in the open. You know me, right? You know me very well, right? So let's go again. Let's run the video. Watch this child. What did this child do to deserve this? This is trauma for this child. Right? This is trauma. Why? And I keep telling people the reason why the government continues to get away with it, it is because we have an inept, a dotish, an incapable opposition. The opposition is a failure, and this is why government will be able to get away with Fitzgerald Hines doing what he's doing. They will get away with Erla doing what they're doing because they realize that the opposition is a dead horse. And yet it is. You have stupid, illiterate people who will support this very opposition. Stupid people, you know. All because, and you know what is sad? Many of the youths that I have spoken to, and if you come to Baraka Grounds, you will see the amount, come back to me, you will see the amount of young people that I normally deal with. Come back to me, guys. And all of these young people saying the same thing. They cannot tolerate Kamala, they cannot tolerate Rowley. But you know who holding on to Kamala? The older folks, the dotish ones who really don't want to give up, because here what's happening. We almost at the end of our life. Let the young people live now. Let the young people get a chance to live. But all you're so stupid, all you want to go and put somebody, God knows if she'll live or if she'll dead before election. But all you wouldn't put somebody who is capable of making a difference. 13 elections the woman lost. And all you're going to keep her there to lose her next election again. That is to tell you how stupid all is. All you can't be more stupid than that. That it takes a special breed of dotish, a special breed. This is not a local breed of dotish. Eh? This has to be a breed of dotish that comes from abroad. And all you open it, and all you put all on yourself. Because it takes a special breed of dotish for somebody to lose 2 elections, 3 elections, 4 elections, 5 elections, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and you still holding on to that. If you have a child, and that child tried to do English 1 time and failed, 2 times and failed, 3 times and failed, 4, how many times are you going to tell that child, when are you going to tell that child, here what happened, that child? We don't think you should do English again. No. Maybe it is you should choose Spanish, French, or another language, because English may not be for you, because maybe it is you have difficulties understanding or comprehending English. Turn the talk. What it is you have to tell Kamala and Kamala supporters who still support her. Take a breeze now. Relax yourself now. Chill out now. Ride out now. Because you are a failure as an opposition leader. Your MPs are wrong. You are failures. Because as I said before, there are 3 to 4 members of parliament who are openly on the LGBTQ side. And that is what all you're supporting, big hardback men like all you, and women supporting that. Come now, man. We could do better. We must be able to do better. We have to be able to do better. Let me just welcome our good friends, Extra Care. And remember what I told you about Extra Care products. Extra Care products, number 1, high quality. Products are manufactured by the same companies that do other brands. So what you're getting is the same quality of product in a different packaging. And this is a company that gives back to communities. So make sure when you're buying, purchase Extra Care products, please. All right, so here we go again. Let's go to the other slide, guys. Check this out. All you remember this? Kamala wanted to get rid of crime. She wanted to get rid of crime. But the same people who I told her was a failure as a member of parliament, you put she back here. The same councillor who was a failure, you put her back here. And this is what's going on. Look at the 2022 report on human trafficking. Let's take a look. A 2022 U.S. report on human trafficking pointed fingers at current members of parliament, but not those sitting on the PNM side. Right? The base 2022 report on human trafficking, the July 2022 Trafficking in Persons report stated that TNT maintains its position on the Tier 2 watch list in part because it did not take action against senior government officials. And there was a meeting within the UNC. And within that meeting, it was discussed and things were brought up. And here what happening, that man was made a member of parliament. And not only that, the same man, the allegations with NLCB, when he was taken to court, a former minister of government under Kamala, who Kamala chose, and we told Kamala, no, Kamala, do better than that. Kamala went behind, kicked the Muslims in their backside, and put this gentleman, remember Devant? Devant was taken to court, remember that? And the matter was thrown out. But what happened is it was not thrown out because of lack of evidence. I'll read the whole thing for you. But at the end of the day, when you look at what the allegations against him, we had warned Kamala about it, but Kamala with her hard head decided that she would still put him. That is the same man on his TikTok page right now supporting Israel. And he's involved in something called Hindus for Israel. The same country that is murdering Muslims, the same country that is murdering children and women. A former member of parliament in Trinidad and Tobago under Kamala Persad-Bissessar, and the Muslim community had warned about him. This is what I'm saying. The choices that Kamala made then and now is failure. And the same contractors are going to come back and rob us blind. The same people are going to come back and no. So I say no, not in hell. Kamala cannot come back again. Not Kamala. Somebody has to take over. Because anytime Kamala remains here, Rowley is going to remain the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago until thy kingdom come. And all you have to wake up and all you have to smell the coffee. Because under this woman, we have the worst members of parliament. And we cannot continue on that road. Let's go again, guys. Take a look at this video. This is how in Jamaica they just handle things. Take a look at this.
Well, let me tell all the gang members who are licking their lips, looking on at big fat contracts to come, none of that will happen here. I want to say it loud and clear. We have already started to work with the JDF and the JCF. This will be a military camp if it has to be. There will be no extortion here, no illegal activity here, no controlling of site here. None of this government funding spending here will go to fund criminals. That link must be cut. Taxpayers' money can't come here. And people have name and list who don't come to work, collect pay, and then use it to buy God. Cannot happen. Cannot happen. This mustn't help build gangs. So those who have that in their minds, stay far from here. We have learned our lessons. We have seen where many government projects.
At present, look, there was one of them who was murdered recently, a gang leader who built a police station. And this is what the PNM and the UNC did. The PNM and the UNC negotiated with gang leaders, with criminals, with people who held this country to ransom. The reason why some of the criminals were emboldened, it is because of the amount of contracts that the UNC under Kamala Persad-Bissessar gave contracts to people who were then involved in all kind of different activities. And that is a fact. The reports have shown that under the various governments, the criminals were fed and they were given the best because the governments, and still presently, the PNM do it. And we are going to continue to support this. We are going to put our fingers and stain our fingers in support of this. Something had to be wrong with us to want to do that. Something definitely had to be wrong. I cannot understand for the life of me. And we had done the poll here in regards to Kamala Persad-Bissessar and her leadership, all who support her, remaining as the opposition leader. And 95% of you say not in hell. She has to go. And I cannot understand, look, as well, how many financiers I have spoken to, because I know a lot of the financiers. And every financier that I've spoken to have repeated the same thing ad nauseum. They are not going to finance Kamala in any election again. They have wasted enough money. In fact, I'm quoting one of them, a gentleman with several hardwares. And I am quoting him. And he said he is not going to finance another lost election. That is what he said. So, and whenever I finish my program discussing this, I always get calls, some people who are businessmen, who say we are in full support of what you're saying. You see, when you look at the composition of Kamala's cabinet, of Kamala's team, you will see people who are beholden to her, people who will prop up, and that is what she did. She put people, yes men around there. Rudolph know that he doesn't stand a chance outside of Kamala. Because once Kamala loses, Rudolph is out the door. Rudolph does not stand a chance outside of Kamala being in power. Khadija does not stand a chance. Barry Padara does not stand a chance. Rudy Inder Singh does not stand a chance. Thank God for that. But you see, it is up to you, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, to say here what's happening. We have had enough of you. You did well. God bless you. Get out. Blaze trail. But when is it going to happen? You have to decide. Let's go again, guys. Another program by Kamala Prasad Bisesa, the Color Me Orange program, is like all them people who are in on jail uniform. And violence, you see it, violence tarnishes Color Me Orange. We're going again. Let's go again. Next slide. Imagine you hired as a grave digger. That job alone take a real living gizzard. And around 6:30 p.m., you as a grave digger, right, in the midst of digging, two men approach. One was armed with a gun, and they both announced a robbery. The man ran off fearing that he would have been shot. Minutes later, when he felt that the suspects had left, he returned to where he parked his van. He made a check and found that a brown and gold Gucci pattern side bag valued at 125 TT. You see, I always tell my wife, and I always tell them woman and them from Baraka, right? Like Sherry and like Camille and like what's her name again, boy? Salisha. I always tell some of them women and them like Ayoka and Lazina and them that here what happening now. All you can get bags cheap, all this $3,000 personing that all you just want to go and buy. Look, this man pay $125 for a Gucci side bag breads. Top of the line, but I show it original. So they stole his Gucci side bag, valued at 125 TT, his identification card, and his driver's permit, plus his cellular phone, valued $1,700. Imagine you as a grave digger, you cannot even dig grave in peace. You go on there and buy, like I said, that take a special amount of liver. You go on there and you go on to do your job. And what it is happening, all of a sudden now, you get robbed. So you can't dig grave in peace. Let's go again. A missing Kokie taxi driver was found beneath a bridge on the Point Fortin Highway yesterday, clinging to life after he was brutally beaten on his head and stabbed multiple times by bandits who hijacked his car and robbed him. Leslie Alexander was unable to walk and could barely speak when he was found by a passerby at the Silver Stream Bridge. The bandits also took Alexander's money and jewelry. Although one of the stab wounds went through his mouth, Alexander was able to call out his wife's phone number to the passerby. And here is what he says. Babe, I got robbed. They beat me and thieved the car. They stabbed me up. They stabbed me up bad, girl. He told his wife. Right? This is Trinidad and Tobago. But you know what? We don't have a problem here. And we have a pity with the Prime Minister oh yeah, watch. Pause that right there. Pause that right there. While man getting robbed, people getting murdered, right? In a wrong ways all over. Things, you know, your life turning upside down. Watch what Skin Your Teeth number 1 and Skin Your Teeth number 2 doing. Watch what 2 of them are doing. And you see, this is what I keep telling people. We do not understand that if this man come back in power, Trinidad is going to end up like Venezuela. But we are willing to take that chance and willing and hoping that Kamala could somehow, through some miraculous intervention, win an election, which will never happen because I tell you, one of the balancing votes is the Muslim community, which I'm in touch with. If there's one thing I'm in touch with, is to tell you how the Muslim community votes. And the Muslim community, because Kamala is a supporter of the LGBTQ community, and because she has plenty of them inside, many Muslims not going to support her because of that. That is number 1. Number 2 The fact is that when you look at the amount of fellas who dare and the corruption that many of them involved in, that's another reason they're not going to support. And 3, they know that Kamala going to lose. We know that Kamala going to lose the next election if she goes up, so it does not make sense supporting her. New leadership is what we support in 100%. And if that happens, I could almost guarantee 100% that the floating vote, which is the Muslim community, going to side with the UNC and going to vote Rowley out. But if that does not happen, Rowley is going to come back again. Because believe me, we're not going to vote back Kamala. We're not going to do it. Not in hell. Not in hell. Let's go again, guys. Hey, show back that picture one more time at Rowley now. Show it back. Just to show all them PNMites who suffering and eating grass right now. Watch where all the boys stay. Watch the man who always kill himself for. While all eating hops and air, he listening to violin being played and sweet tune in the ears and skin in the teeth with God knows what in his hand. And that is all the Prime Minister. That is all the Prime Minister. Carnival coming up, so don't worry. All you go put on all your dental floss and all you will go. And all you go get COVID and then all your family go dead. Right? Because all you go want to know how it happened. Because all you stupid and all you going outside there and start to increase the numbers. But then again, that is our next story. Because remember, COVID now is a money-making business. So you know what is going to happen now. Let's go again, guys. Imagine this young girl. I want you to watch this young girl because this young girl could be my daughter. She could be your daughter. Watch this child. And I want you now to close your eye and imagine this child with a bullet through the brain. Because this is what happened to Isabella Tiloxing, a young, beautiful child. And you know what they're going to say? She was in the wrong place at the wrong time. There is no such thing as that. Notice this. In Trinidad and Tobago, every place is the wrong place at the wrong time. Every single time somebody gets murdered, you hear, she was at the wrong place at the wrong time. Let's pull back that story. Or he was at the wrong place. The police report stated that whilst the suspect was at home, an exchange of words allegedly took place between him and some of the villagers who were in the road. The suspect then allegedly came out with a shotgun and fired one shot in their direction, hitting Isabella Tiloxing, 15, of Casey Avenue, Savory Road, and her aunt, 20, of Kelly Village, Caroni. Tiloxing was shot in the head while her aunt was hit in the pelvic area, and the people in Kelly right now sitting down on their backsides just accepting this. A set of cowards, sitting down and just taking this and just digesting this. What a shame. How weak we have become that we cannot even come out and stand up together as one. It's similar to everything that is happening. It's similar in Bamboo. In Bamboo here, if anything has to be done, it's 10 people doing it. If you have to stand up for anything, it's 10 people doing it. Because in every village, it have a set of laws. It have a set of good for nothing. Whose only purpose is to be leeches and just suck off of everything. And when you look at what is taking place in Kelly, every villager should be out now because that is a 15-year-old child. That could have been your child, but people just do not care. They do not care. That is not my child. That didn't affect me. But when it comes home, you want to know why it is the people sitting down doing nothing. Because you know why? You is Princess Margaret, so everybody should support you. This is what we have become. We have become so passive to everything. We have become so, so immune to everything that it does not matter what takes place now. We just brush it off. We just don't care anymore. We just don't care. Let's go to the other slide, guys. Every time I hear this property tax thing, I am hearing about the confusion because up to now, people cannot get proper values on the vehicles, on their properties. But not only that, the values that are being used in some cases are so ridiculous. Imagine one man showed me that they assessed his property to be valued at a $4,000 a month rental rate. If it's in the man's house, 1 bedroom, half a toilet, and nice $4,000 a month because of the location. Something has to be done, but again, citizens have the power to make changes where this is concerned, but unfortunately, we are too comfortable with what is going on in our own little utopia. Let's go again, guys. Oh no, this is from last week. Sorry about that. Yeah, I accidentally uploaded that, so that should not have been there on the thing. No, not this one either. Forget this, forget this, forget this, forget that. Hold off all the other slides because, yeah, I may have given some slides that were from last week. But this is where because honestly, tonight, I just, in ending my program, I just want to state categorically that my position is clear. The people who I associate with and the people who I'm around, we all agree that the UNC has a chance of winning the next election, but not under Kamla. And that is something we all agree with. Everywhere I go, to the doubles man, to the snow cone man, everybody, there's an elderly man I normally buy snow cone from, and he is saying the same thing. Imagine that when this woman going to retire, when she going to just leave. But you see, the internal elections are coming up. Everybody have to make a concerted effort to support one person who will take the UNC into the winning room. And for those people who continue to support Kamla, anytime Kamla goes up there and Rowley comes back, hear what's happening now. All your life should start to become a living hell. Just because of the dotish decision that Ole decided to make when we had an option. Right? Yeah, let's go again, guys. Let's go. Attention to Napuna Piako Regional Corporation. Zoom in, guys. Zoom into that photo for me, please. This has been there for years. Zoom into the pole. I want you to zoom into the pole. Watch where that pole is, and this is on the Eastern Main Road, St. Augustine, opposite Massey. That pole is through the building. But the Tunapuna Piako regional idiots don't see this. But all they see is a guard boot. Right? Legally, I'm dealing with the Tunapuna Piako Regional Corporation. Let's go again. Right? And it's not only that pole. You have 3 poles along the same. And what are you parking? Where is the parking for these businesses here? I asked, zoom into that pole by the pink building, guys. Look at the next pole there. Watch. Watch where that pole. No, hold on. Pause right there. That is a transformer pole. Right? Going through a building. Zoom into that building with the plenty wires on it. Pause right there. That is going through the building, and this has been so for years. Where's the Tunapuna Piako Regional Corporation? Where is the Ministry of Works? You see, Koki Vision, and look at the pole on the left. The connection also runs through the building. But they wouldn't see that. What they would see is that Bamboo is 99% Indian. And the Indian people in Bamboo like dog. So here what we go do? We go break down their guard boot because that's set up pothong living in there. And that is why they did what they did. Because Bamboo people, the ones who used to have belly, most of them die. It's a set of cowards we have now who won't even stand up for nothing. Let's go again, guys. Division of Education, Research and Technology, the reintroduction of COVID protocols. As a precautionary measure, the Division of Education, Research and Technology advises that all principals to reactivate all related COVID-19 protocols. This is for the THA. But you know what? This is for the THA. In Trinidad and Tobago, we're going to start it after Carnival because we don't want to do nothing before Carnival. So what the ministry is going to do is do what they did best. Lie about the figures, lie about the facts and figures, and make the numbers real small because that is what they're good at. They're going to lie through their teeth, give us false numbers, and then when Carnival done, then they go wind to the left and tell you, we have an explosion. We have a problem with so-called COVID, right? With so-called COVID. But yet it is we are going into Carnival, yet it is we are going into chutney. I don't know. But you know what? I admire the people who going out there with their string bikini bottoms and bringing it home for their sick parents with comorbidities, bringing it home for their parents. Well done. It shows that you are a child that care. It shows that you're a child that love your parents. You love them so much that you want to bring this thing home to get them sick. And that is the chance you're willing to take. That is to tell you how sick we are. This is where I end it all, folks. And let me just welcome our, let me just wish one of our people there at Baraka Grounds, our good friend Cindy, and check out she posed up there now, man. I would like to wish Cindy all the best on her 78th birthday. Right, all the best. Hey, what kind of short thing is that, boy? Right, all the best to you from all of us at Baraka, Cindy. You know, and by the way, Cindy could real control her vehicle. I ever see Cindy drive breads. She's a badge on her driving too. All right, so Cindy, all the best from all of us. And of course, to Mr. Khan, we don't see her as often as we used to. Eh? So is that we need to see you more often, my brother. And all the best to young Miss Khan as well, the pharmacist. Be safe outside there, my dear. All right, so take care, folks, and I'll catch you next week for Breaking Barriers. God bless you. Remember, there are several. I would like to thank all those of you. Again, a few months ago, we opened back up our garage facilities, and we have been overwhelmed with the amount of customers that we have been getting, especially with our paint shop, which does 24 for those of you who, you know, sometimes you get in a collision and you need a vehicle urgently. We have 24, 48, and 72-hour repair services. So I would like to thank all those of you who continue to support us. I greatly appreciate that, and we show appreciation to all those who help pay our bills. Take care, and I'll catch you next week for Breaking Barriers. Assalamu alaikum, and good evening. And don't forget to purchase those supporter Kafel, and of course, the ventures that we earn. And I would like to repeat what I stated at the beginning. Starbucks, McDonald's, and other entities do not deserve your money. I repeat, Starbucks and McDonald's, keep your children, keep your families away from them so that at least you could stand for something. And for those of you within the Muslim community who still choose to go there, I will say it bold and plain. Hypocrisy is not something taken lightly. God bless you. Take care. Assalamu alaikum and good evening.
I know I'm waiting for something to happen to me. But this waiting comes with trials and challenges. Nothing in life is free. I wish that somehow you tell me out aloud that on that day I'll be okay. But we'll never know, 'cause that's not the way it works. Help me find my way. My Lord, show me right from wrong. Give me light, make me strong. I know the road is long. Make me strong. Sometimes it just gets too much. I feel that I've lost touch. I know the road is long. Make me strong. I know I'm waiting, yearning for something known only to me. This waiting comes with trials and challenges. Life is one mystery. I wish that somehow you'd tell me out of love that on that day you'll forgive me. But we'll never know, 'cause that's not the way it was. I beg for your mercy. My Lord, show me right from wrong. Give me light, make me strong. I know the road is long. Make me strong. Sometimes it just gets too much. I feel that I've lost touch. I know the road is long. Make me strong. My Lord, show me right from wrong. Give me life, make me strong. I know the road is long. Make me strong. Sometimes it just gets too much. I feel that I've lost touch. I know the road is long. Make me strong.
For the everyday lowest prices on all grocery items, trust Low Cost Supermarket for the widest variety of quality products at low prices. Freshly picked fruits and vegetables, healthy products for your well-being, high quality meat cuts, and a warm and friendly service. Low Cost Supermarket, Southern Main Road, Cunupia.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors and roti makers. Try our high quality bromate free, all purpose and whole wheat flour. Low price and conveniently packaged in 2 pounds, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Shiklisho Limited at 665-3336 or 4808-715 or visit us at Warrenville, Cunupia. Shiklisho Limited, quality you can trust.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على عبد الله ورسوله محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. My beloved brothers and sisters, the aim that we have is to earn paradise. If you're